if you know me, you know that I love Halloween, and there are two very special birthdays coming up. Cory and Helios, who work on my channel, have Halloween birthdays, so I'm gonna make them a Halloween birthday gift, and I'll give you guys some really cool, kind of spooky, mostly cute Halloween gift ideas. Let's get started. The first thing that I'm doing is mason jar bath salts. I'm gonna turn one into a candy corn and one into a witch. It's gonna be pretty cute.
For the candy corn one, you're gonna need a mason jar, Epsom salt, soap dye, twine, and Ziploc baggies. I got this soap dye off of Amazon. It's skin safe and food grade. It came in a pack of 12 for only 10 bucks. You're gonna need the yellow and the orange for this one. You're gonna pour a third of your bath salts into a Ziploc baggie and add the yellow food coloring. You really don't need that much. I added about 8 drops and then shook it really well. It took a while to shake, but it blends very nicely. After that, fill your jar up and make sure it's about a third of the way filled. Now do the same thing with the orange dye. I ended up adding a little bit of yellow to it to get the shade that I wanted. Now add your orange until it's 2/3 full. Make sure you pack it in really tight so that there's no movement and the colors don't mix together. I like to just pick it up and kind of slam it on the table. My neighbors hate it, but it works really well to get it nice and flat and even. The last layer is super easy. Just pour your white Epsom salt in and make sure you pack it really tight all the way up to the top. I'm gonna use the twine to make it cute and tie a little bow at the top, and here it is.
All right, now that our candy corn is done and looks amazing, we're gonna make the witch. This one's a little more complicated. You can keep it simple if you want to, but I'm me. I'm extra. I'm going all out. So let's get started.
You're once again gonna need a mason jar, Epsom salt, soap dye, and Ziploc baggies. You're also gonna need scissors, tape, and glue, construction paper, a fun ribbon, a bath bomb, and eyeballs. I used bouncy balls for my eyeballs. We're gonna be dyeing the whole thing green, so trust me when I say you're gonna need a bigger bag for this one. I found out the hard way. After transferring that to a bigger bag, I coated the bottom of the jar with the salt, and I'm gonna hide a bath bomb in there for a nice little witchy surprise. Once I had my jar a majority of the way filled, I put the eyeballs in and I used a spoon to gently put the salt on top of the eyeballs. Once again, make sure you pack it really tight so that nothing moves. Here's our witch, and every witch needs a hat, so I'm gonna make it out of construction paper. I rolled the construction paper into a cone and glued it together, and then I trimmed the bottom to make it the right height. Then I cut a circle to use for the brim of the hat. To attach the top of the hat, I cut slits all along the bottom of the cone, and this will create little tabs that I can use to adhere to the brim. I glued the hat together and I used the ribbon to tie a bow, and I draped some out of the top of the hat to complete the look. I taped the hat to the top of the mason jar, and here she is. I think I'm gonna name her Mildred.
All right, now I'm gonna show you guys how to make a Halloween snack pack. Let's be honest, the best part of Halloween is the sweets. So I got a lot of cool ideas for you. You can mix and match, add some things that your giftie likes, and really customize it to be your own.
I'm gonna be making a gift basket for this one. So I got this trick-or-treat bucket from Walmart, and I'm filling it with packing paper so that all of the gifts sit nicely on the top. The first treat that I'm making I call Bugs and Kisses, so you're gonna need Hershey Kisses, of course, a container to put them in, go for one with a clear lid, some spiders, and these Bugs and Kisses tags. I'll put the link to the printout in the description. I'm just filling up the containers with Hershey Kisses. Unfortunately, more of them made it in my mouth than made it in the container. Sorry, Helios. Now I'm gonna add the spider. I found these blinged out ones at the dollar store, and I'm putting it right in the middle. Here they are, super cute and easy, and very punny. My favorite part of Halloween is the Oreos. Something about that orange dye just makes them taste better, so I'm gonna show you a really cute way to gift them. You're gonna need clear gift bags and these cutouts. I'll put a link to them in the description. You're also gonna need a fun Halloween ribbon, and we're gonna turn this all into witch's feet, which is a way better way to eat Oreos if you ask me. I put one twist tie at the bottom of the bag so that the Oreos will fit in there and sit flat. Now fill the bag with Oreos. You can give your witch short and stumpy legs if you're feeling stingy on your Oreos, or you can put a ton in there and turn her into a Victoria's Secret model. Now I'm cutting out my witch's shoe stencil, and then I'm gluing together the toes and the heels. I'm gonna tie it together with my ribbon. There's a marker on the shoe where you can cut a slit to feed your ribbon through. Then stuff your Oreos into the back of the shoe and tie your ribbon nice and tight. Now I'm tying off the top with the tag that says, "You had the power all along, my dear," which is a quote from my favorite witch, Glinda the Good Witch. You can't have a snack pack without wine, but I'm gonna make it a little spookier. I bought these apothecary labels off of Amazon, and I'm gonna cover up the wine label with it. I decided to go with the orange one so it would match the top of the bottle. Now I'm gonna make witch's brew. I was gonna use beer for this, but my friend Helios loves Coke, so I bought some glass Coke bottles to use. I printed the labels, and Gorilla Glue works the best at adhering it to the bottle. Then after that, I just cut it out and glued it on. If If you're having a hard time making the ends stay down, I recommend rolling it along a piece of paper while the glue dries. Now it's time to assemble the gift basket. I started by putting the wine and the Coke in the back. Since they were so heavy, they kept sinking through to the bottom, and I had to put a lot of packing paper underneath to prop them up so they can be seen. Then I put all of my treats into the basket, and I of course had to add lots of candy. It took a long time to arrange it all nicely, and I added some other fun surprises like this decorative skull and some eyeballs. And here it is.
Since we're stuck inside this Halloween, I'm gonna show you guys how to make a quarantine Halloween kit.
I'm gonna be using this bucket and it glows in the dark. How cool! But seriously, why do they put stickers on these things? They never come off. Since this is a quarantine kit, we need soap, of course, and hand sanitizer. I got these from Bath & Body Works. They have a ton of Halloween and fall scents right now. I'm cutting out these tags that say germs are scary. I'll link that in the description as well. And then I'm just using a ribbon to tie it around the soap. Since there's no trick-or-treating this year, I wanted to include some activities to do on Halloween. Helios and I both love coloring, so I printed out some spooky coloring pages. I printed them small so that I could fit them inside of this bag, and I sealed it with some Halloween tape that matched my nails perfectly, by the way. I found these awesome t-shirts online from a website called TeePublic. They had a ton of really unique Halloween t-shirt designs. I folded the t-shirt nicely so that the logo was showing, and I put it in a clear bag so that you could see it. I'm gonna stuff this bucket with bubble wrap since it's so deep, and I want all of the gifts to be displayed on the top. I'm gonna cover this one in cobwebs because I want it to be extra spooky. I started by putting Hocus Pocus in the back, and I used the bubble wrap to make it stand up, and then I put the coloring pages and the colored pencils on either side. After that, I added my soap. I did have to use a little bit of duct tape to make all of this stuff stay. Then I added my hand sanitizers. I put a lot of cobwebs under them to prop them up and make them sit taller in the bucket. I duct taped the t-shirts to the side of the bucket, and I also got them some spooky COVID masks to wear on Halloween. I put those in a mesh bag and hung it off of the soap. Now that everything's in there and properly cobwebbed, I have to tape all of the cobwebs to the bottom. This was really tricky. I recommend getting a helping hand, but I just used my dancer powers and found a way to make it happen. Once that was all done, the only thing left to do was to add some spiders to my cobwebs. And here it is. I'm so happy with how everything turned out, and my friend Helios loved his gift. If you guys want to see his unboxing video, you can check it out on my Instagram. Make sure you follow me, Brittany After Dark, and make sure you subscribe to him on YouTube, Helios Hollywood.
Alright, there's some Halloween gift ideas for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys decide to try any of these, let me know in the comments, and leave me a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon. I do a different party theme every week. There's lots of decor, drink making, and lots of partying. I'll see you guys next time on Brittany After Dark.